Goliath. This monster is one of the biggest machines in the world. And it's a monster that walks.
Pretty cool, eh?
But can it save Saskatchewan from one of the worst winters on record? Beluga, one of the biggest, strangest aircraft in the world.
I love it.
A flying whale on a mission against the clock to transport top-spec aircraft wings. Ice Hammer, a mighty amphibious ice masher, fighting against time and the elements to save a town from destruction by flooding.
They've already declared a state of emergency.
Ice Hammer, the amphibious and amphibious icebreaker forged from steel to wage war on ice. Weight 22 tons. Length 17 meters. Armed with a 6-meter swinging giant pickaxe, delivering over 18,000 kilograms of pressure, shattering ice up to 1 meter thick. Driving a big machine onto ice is stupidly risky. If that machine then starts smashing the ice it's standing on, it's insanely dangerous.
If you roll this thing over, you end up going to Davy Jones's locker.
To keep Ice Hammer from sinking like a stone into the ice-cold water, she has 2 hydraulically powered stabilizers. At the end of each arm, large flotation chambers are all that stand between Ice Hammer's pilots and a deadly trip beneath the ice. Ice Hammer anchors itself in position with hydraulic stilts lifting it 15 feet in the air. This weird machine crawls along and then suddenly brings its entire weight crashing down onto the frozen surface. Ice Hammer, a mighty mutant icebreaker, an amphibious beast built to smash frozen waterways. Crew. Brian Sparks. When he's not smashing ice, Sparks saves lives for the Canadian Coast Guard.
It's kind of like one of the world's biggest Tonka toys.
Lawrence Johnson, fisherman and commander of Ice Hammer 2. What these guys don't know about smashing up frozen rivers isn't worth knowing.
They don't run away. You can stick around and see how to break ice.
Providing Ice Hammer backup, operations manager Daryl Kupchik. Kupchik is an ex-firefighter. Now he's swapped flames for ice.
Failure is not an option for us.
To take on the frozen Red River, Kupchik is not messing around. He's lined up not 1, but 2 mighty ice hammers. By first light, Johnson and Sparks are ready to go. Between them, they must carve out a 12-kilometer-long ice-free channel so the floodwaters can pass safely through Selkirk. The major problem, no one knows how long they have before the floods hit town.
You get little or no warning at all.
Come to mama.
They must keep hammering the ice non-stop, day and night.
Pick the wrong day to mess with the Iceman.
With every blow, Ice Hammer brings down 18,000 kilos of force, pounding through the rock-hard, 1-meter-thick ice.
That's the way I like it.
Johnson and Sparks make it look fun, but these guys are putting their lives on the line. It's a bit like sawing through a tree branch you're sitting on.
The most dangerous thing about this job would be the machine flips over and you get stuck upside down in the cab.
If you lose concentration in what you're doing, then you can make a mistake.
To keep Ice Hammer on an even keel, it's vital to keep at least one of the stabilizers on firm ice. But the massive slabs of broken ice are always shifting.
If you're not constantly aware of where your stabilizers are and some ice lets go on you, you could roll the machine right over.
Tipping an Ice Hammer over is Brian and Lawrence's nightmare. Trapped in their vehicles beneath icy water, they would be likely to survive for seconds rather than minutes. As darkness falls, the risks multiply. Big time. Keeping a close eye on the operation is Night Safety Officer Marty Lavoie.
If there's any problems, I'm first man on the scene to assist. Every man out here has a flotation device on to help keep them alive, keep them above water so we can bail them out.
As dawn breaks over Red River, the ice hammers are still hard at it. Overnight, they've cut another ½ a kilometer of channel, but that success comes at a high price.
The worst part about this job is trying to stay awake for the long hours. We have to work around the clock in order to meet the deadline, so you put aside your tiredness and just go for it.
Working on adrenaline, Brian fights to stay focused.
How we lined up there, Kelly? Starboard a bit. We don't want to go in off angle and tip over as soon as we hit the water.
Brian's stabilizer slides off the ice. The ice hammer lurches into a sickening roll. If Brian goes down, he'll be lucky to get out alive. Selkirk, Manitoba. Out on the frozen Red River, ice hammer pilot Lawrence Johnson is smashing a channel through the ice.
How we lined up there, Kelly? Starboard a bit. We don't want to go in off angle and tip over as soon as we hit the water.
Johnson's machine suddenly slips off the ice shelf and goes into a sickening roll. He fights desperately to right the machine. If he capsizes, Johnson won't last long in this water. He flails out with the excavator bucket. Somehow he manages to dig in with the teeth, allowing him to pull the craft back up. It's enough to right the machine, but it's been a scary close call.
If you roll this thing over, you end up going to Davy Jones's locker.
But work must go on. With every hour, a huge wall of spring meltwater is heading closer towards Selkirk. If the water gets blocked by this ice, it'll be like a dam bursting right over the town. The ice hammers must cut a 12-kilometer-long ice-free channel to safely funnel the floodwater. But after 36 hours, they've still got 9 kilometers to cut. And now there's more bad news from the river. This is one of the worst winters on record. The ice hammers have hit a section of super tough ice.
This ice is like concrete. Roger that.
The ice is over 1 meter thick. And even with 22 tons of crushing power, it's making a slow job even slower.
No, this is not easy. It's strong ice, so that makes it tougher to break.
They need something to weaken the ice. Lawrence Johnson calls for backup. He hopes this may be the answer. A Wolverine, a small but powerful amphibious snowplow equipped with a toughened blade that slices through ice. As night falls and the temperature drops, the Wolverine goes to work, weakening the rock-hard ice. The plan is working. The ice hammers are running flat out, but they still have 7 kilometers of ice channel to cut. Out on the river, work has come to a halt. But there's no stopping the floodwater. With every minute, billions of liters are moving ever closer to Selkirk. The Bobcat is equipped with a huge 60-centimeter diameter rotary saw, fitted with 96 sharp carbide steel-tipped teeth. The Cat is capable of slicing through asphalt, concrete, and rock, and hopefully ice. But the Cat is definitely not the sort of machine to drive onto a frozen river. If it goes through the ice, it'll sink like a stone.
Well, obviously we're getting anxious because we're running out of time.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. They fitted the Bobcat out with long scaffolding poles and sent it out to do battle. It's a high-risk strategy. The poles will save the cat if there are small cracks on the ice. Anything larger and it'll slide straight into the water. But Darrell's gamble is working.
Hey, Lawrence, looks like our plan is working very well.
After just 20 minutes, the cat has scored a huge section of ice.
Fantastic, great job.
With the ice softened up, the ice hammers move in for the kill. Brian and Lawrence are starting to have fun.
Happy camper, the ice is breaking.
Over the next 2 hours, the ice hammers cut the final ½ kilometer of ice.
We're very happy the way the ice is breaking. We really couldn't ask for anything better.
By late afternoon, the first floodwater approaches town. The outlying fields are deluged, but the water diverts under the Selkirk Bridge. Spring has finally arrived in Manitoba. The ice hammers, Sparks and Johnson, have done their job. They've saved Selkirk.
Amphibex, the product of years of research and innovation, is a powerful and amphibious ecological excavator. It provides a Canadian-built solution to environmental challenges. Interchangeable accessories make it a remarkably versatile machine. The Amphibex can perform a wide range of functions in all types of water, from lakes to rivers and from wetlands to oceans. In Canada, the Amphibex is known to the general public primarily because it is used to control spring flooding. The Amphibex has the ruggedness and power to work as an icebreaker. It can break up or even prevent ice jams. The Amphibex gathers up with its powerful pump bucket is recyclable. This heavy metal, oil and grease were extracted from the Welland River by the Amphibex as part of the joint US-Canadian Great Lakes Cleanup Project. The Amphibex also has applications in the mining industry. It can be used to extract precious metals in a mine tailings field. Because of its agility on land and water, the Amphibex can also be used for operations such as installing water pipes, pipelines, and underwater cables. Some of the many other functions for which the Amphibex is suited include controlling vegetation, cleaning up shorelines, developing peatland, and creating wildlife habitat. The Amphibex has a quick response capability for emergency situations. To move over land, it uses its 4 stabilizers and its bucket. It can place itself on a trailer for transportation to the worksite. When it arrives on site, it lifts itself up so the flatbed can be removed. Launching the Amphibex is an easy operation, causing minimal environmental damage. When the shoreline provides a boat ramp, getting the Amphibex into the water is almost as easy as launching a pleasure craft. Once on the water, the Amphibex's propulsion system takes over from its stabilizers and bucket. The propulsion system is designed to provide optimal power with minimal disturbance. It has a maximum speed of 8 knots. The Amphibex adjusts readily to shallow water. Its propeller can be raised to protect aquatic vegetation or even to avoid disturbing waterbed sediments. In order to remove deposits from the riverbed, Amphibex uses its cutter head equipped pump bucket. By using GPS positioning technology and a graphic visualization system, the operator can pinpoint the exact location where the Amphibex is set to work. Once the Amphibex is firmly braced with its stabilizers, the operator lowers the bucket into the riverbed. With its telescopic arm, the bucket can reach to a depth of 21.5 feet. The cutter-head-equipped bucket shreds the excavated sediment and then pumps it to shore or to a waste basin. The waste collected can be pumped through a floating discharge pipe up to a distance of 1 kilometer, even at exceptionally solid concentrations. When dredging up uncontaminated sands, such as when the Amphibex is used to maintain navigation channels, the spray pipe can be used to disperse the sediment on either side of the channel. Equipped with its rake, the Amphibex is capable of cleaning up ditches and beaches or restoring waterways. During these types of operations, the rake collects only the vegetation that blocks the circulation of water. It deposits all of this on the shore, thereby facilitating the final waste disposal. Not only is the Amphibex designed to perform a wide variety of ecologically sensitive tasks, its operation is also environmentally friendly. For example, its hydraulic system uses a biodegradable vegetable-based oil, which is environmentally safe. It is equipped with a state-of-the-art engine, which conforms to all of the strictest North American environmental standards. The Amphibex is also equipped with a supercritical silencer. This reduces noise to a very acceptable level whenever the machine is operating in populated areas.